So welcome back to Pack Your Bags, Not Your Baggage. Today, we're going to talk about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, but not just the party, what to do before the party and after the party so you're not completely exhausted when it comes to your Halloween party adventure. But let's get started like normal. Let's hear about what's going on in our life. So Jen, what you got?
So, I recently returned from our big river cruise in Portugal, which was amazing. So the past week or so has just been about finishing up the summer, getting laundry done, getting moved back into the house, and trying to get caught up on all the work stuff. Because as we all know, sometimes taking a break just almost isn't worth it because there's so much work you have to catch up on when you get back.
Oh, yeah, big time. Travel is amazing and it relaxes me. But then at the same time, I think about all the things I have to do when I get back. So,
Right.
Mallory, what's been going on with you?
Yeah, so same thing. I just returned back from Portugal and everything, my clients, they respected me while I was on vacation because it was a vacation. But when I came back,
Nice.
I was hitting the ground running. Tons of conversations about Portugal. Everybody was so interested in hearing about it because I had such a good time and I loved talking about it because it was just a great experience. And it wasn't just because of where we went, which obviously was beautiful, but it was the people that we went with. So
Mhm.
I've been loving
Oh,
talking about
I
that,
do.
and then also planning trips for other people now for next summer.
That's great news. I mean, you travel, everybody sees it on your social media. And ladies, the FOMO that you created within just me was unbelievable. I was stalking your socials. Like, I'm missing all the fun, missing my girls. So you guys did a wonderful job of
Oh, we
sharing
missed you
your
too.
trip. But a little bit about what's going on with me. Um, Currently, I am hoping fall will get here really soon because in the South, and it's extremely hot and
It's
humid and
ridiculous.
hard to breathe in South Louisiana. And then another main thing that just keeps coming up right now is where am I going in 2027? I really only have one trip planned, and I keep saying, because everybody's like, where are you going? Where are you going? You know what? They're always interested. And I keep telling myself it's because my daughter is playing, travel softball now. And I'm waiting to get her schedule to plan things. But subconsciously, I think it's because I want to go to so many really cool places that I don't know which one to pick. So I'm having that. And, business is good. I've been booking a lot of trips as well, just as you ladies have been. So it's been really good here lately with me as
Yeah.
well. So, like I said
Well,
before in the intro of the show, we're going to talk about Mickey's Not So Scary. Jen, what you got? Sorry.
I was just going to say, I have an idea for you for 2027. Just get some of your clients to sail with you on the Ama Magna on the Danube with me.
Ooh,
I
I
know.
like it.
okay. You have some clients going already?
I do. Yeah, I have 4 cabins booked so far. So, yeah. And so if you got Kendra and what's his name? Your friends that sailed with us in Portugal.
Brenda and Larry.
Brenda and Larry. Yes.
Larry.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We would
They
have
have
all
called me
have so
so
much
many
fun
times.
together.
Yes. They have called me so many times to tell me how much fun it was, how much they
Oh,
enjoyed it. And
Good.
so I asked them, I'm like, okay, so river cruising or ocean cruising? And she said, oh, that's a no-brainer. It's river cruising from now on.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So great idea. I'm going to have to start thinking about that. The one thing, mom guilt right here, that holds me back from a river cruise is I worry that Carly will get bored because it's very history oriented. You do some wine, some beer stops and stuff like that. And I just worry that she'll get bored. And
Mhm.
I'm really trying to, the next time I go to Europe, to bring her with me.
Mhm.
So I'm having this subconscious internal mom guilt. We talk about it.
Right? Yeah.
So I'm having a lot of that. But funny story, I will kind of go off script here. The other day we're riding in the car and she's like, Mom. I said, yes. You know how you keep saying you want to take me to Europe, but you want me to be a little bit older So I'll, appreciate it and I'll understand and I'll remember. And I said, yes. I'm thinking, like, where's this going? She goes, so can we go to Paris for my sweet 16? I'm like, well, let's just celebrate your 10th birthday first,
Yes,
and
baby
then we'll
steps.
talk about 16.
Yeah. So she's 10
That's
going on
great.
16 is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Yes. So I
So
have
wait,
raised a
Jen,
monster.
when is the Alma Magna trip? What's the dates for it?
November 7th through the 14th
Next
Oh,
year,
of 2027. Yeah.
2027.
So,
Is it a
okay.
so what's
Christmas cruise
great.
or is it a regular one?
Is it a witch cruise?
Christmas markets cruise?
Well, technically, no. It's a wine cruise, but it ends on the 14th in Budapest. And so Austria by then and Germany will be in Christmas markets mode. So yeah, we can
Perfect. So
plan
you
like
kind of can double down on it.
right,
Right.
right. So yeah,
You get the Christmas feel, but you're not like in December where everything's crazy. You have Christmas parties, wrapping gifts, shopping, all the things.
yeah.
So definitely something I need to look into. And November 7th is right around my birthday and my daughter's birthday.
Perfect.
So this is
Nice.
sounding really good, Jen.
And also remember for everybody else, it's also Veterans Day. So
Mm,
utilize those 3-day weekends if you want to go on that
nice.
too.
Yes.
Great point.
We're not travel
Yeah.
agents or anything. We don't try to
No, we
sell
don't look
travel
at
or
those
anything.
those calendars or anything. No.
So true.
Speaking of that too, okay, I'm like, there's so many things that have been happening. Carly's school has really put an emphasis on attendance because you guys know post COVID, everybody had that mentality like, what if we don't have tomorrow or what if there's another shutdown? So people were traveling and it didn't matter if you were missing work,
Mhm.
missing school. So they sent out a memo that highlighted all the holidays and like the extended weekends. So fall break, they have a Friday and a Monday and it's like you can have a 5-day or a 4-day week here vacation. Then they highlighted each holiday where they were like, take your vacation here.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Yeah. I was like, I should snap this and like use it as a social post.
Right? These are the dates. Do it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So,
Now, is
but
your college
awesome. Well,
schedule coordinating with the public school schedule for your daughter?
not really. Our fall
Mm,
breaks are 2 different weekends. We don't college schedule, we don't get a full week off at Thanksgiving. My daughter gets a full week off.
mm,
Mardi Gras is big in Louisiana. We love our carnival season. So the public schools get an entire week off. I get 2 days off.
mm.
And some years our spring break lines up and some years it doesn't. So the only holiday I can really travel is that Christmas break when we're like
Okay.
100% off at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah,
A rough
So,
that's a
time.
bummer.
yeah, but
Yeah.
for the rush time, the expensive time, but for me, selfishly, the non-mom guilt side of me, like for fall break, going to Boston, she'll be with her dad on her dad's weekend. I'll be off of school. So it's a perfect storm. It's
That's
like
good.
I can
Mhm.
get away for a long weekend. So there are some pluses where
Nice.
I get to kind of treat myself in that aspect.
Good.
Awesome.
Good.
Yeah. And last fall break, since we're talking about fall breaks, I went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. And I know that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's talk a little bit about that. What is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party? It is a separated ticket event at Disney World's Magic Kingdom. I mean, the park is just decorated head to toe and beautiful fall and Halloween. And there's characters, there's trick or treating. I mean, what's better than trick or treating in Magic Kingdom? And the best part is they
Right?
give you the full-size candy bars. The full-size bag of M&Ms. It's not the little party size, it's the full one.
Good.
And
Yeah.
when you go to those trick or treat stations, they just dip it in there. It's great. But so a little bit more about it, you're able to get into the park. So it is a separate ticketed event. So if you want to do the parks earlier in the day, you have to have a park ticket. And then your Halloween party ticket gets you in after 4. So what I personally do is I don't go to the park earlier in the day. What about you guys?
No. I don't recommend that to my clients. Any sort of ticketed late night event, I usually say go have a pool day, go to Disney Springs, go just relax and sleep in, go have a character breakfast somewhere, like a late character breakfast. But
Mhm.
no, I usually say conserve that energy, especially with young ones, because that's
Mhm.
not they normally go to bed earlier than that. So for them to stay up later, you definitely want them well rested.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, I need a nap before I can stay up past 10.
Yes.
So,
Yes,
right.
same.
Yeah. But, I mean, because it's all the same, stimulation. It's so much stuff to see, so much stuff to do, and you want to make the most of it because you are paying extra for this great event. So the last thing you want is for people to be melting down, including yourself.
Yes, because adults, we get overstimulated too. I
Mhm.
recommend, my clients, I say take at least one park day. Like if you were going to do a 4-day hopper, make it a 3-day hopper because I
Mhm.
personally can do everything that I want to do in Magic Kingdom from 4 p.m. till the end of the night at midnight. Yes, I have strategy. Yes, I've done it a million times, but that's what makes it awesome working with a travel advisor, travel agent, because we share those tips with you guys. So
Yeah.
I definitely say cut down on one park day, if not two. I totally agree as far as a big brunch or a late lunch type of thing. And I also like to
Mhm.
do a character meal that morning, like Mallory said. Go for one of those ones that's like hard to get. So one of the later times is, definitely available. Sleep in, grab that character breakfast, enjoy, do the pool if you want, but I'm about conserving my energy to stay up late. But I am definitely like take it easy that morning for sure, leading up to the party. Now, do you guys go in for 4 p.m.?
I'm a maximize my time person, so anything that you can go in early for, I'm like, okay, yes. I want to be able to get the like as much time as I can get my money's worth. So yes,
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah, and I was there for I know we're talking about Halloween, but I have been there for the Christmas party and I do the shopping as soon as I get there because they have different t-shirts, different ornament or magnet or whatever, all the swag that they have to celebrate that event. And if they run out, they run out and you don't get any. And the unfortunate reality of all things Disney is that people go and buy a crap ton of stuff and then resell it on eBay to make a buck.
Ugh, I
And
know. Or
so,
Facebook
yeah,
Seen it.
Marketplace.
I've
yeah,
seen it.
yeah.
Yep.
So I'll get in there. So as soon as I get in there, I'm headed towards the store not that I like to buy a ton of crap, but I want to see what there is so that I at least have the opportunity to pick out what I want before it's all gone.
Yeah. Okay, so let me play devil's advocate right there. Totally with you on like getting the merch, but I hate carrying it around with me all night at the parks.
Mm.
So you're okay. You just have your bag. I feel like I'm going to lose it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I always have a backpack anyway. I mean, even though
Mhm.
I'm down to one of my 3 kids that is smallish, even though he's almost as tall as I am now. But,
Yes.
I still always have a backpack. So if
Mhm.
it doesn't fit in my backpack, then I'm probably not going to buy it. If it's breakable, I'm probably not going to buy it. So, which
Good
when
rule
we
of
go to
thumb. So
Disney
that
World,
that
we're
makes it
flying
work.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's where my stroller comes in handy. With a
Yeah.
young little one, you put it in the
Yep.
stroller, or my husband is the trooper who carries everything because he doesn't go on rides. So it works out well.
Yeah.
Yes,
Nice.
for sure. So, what is like one thing that you guys have to do at the Halloween party? Is there a must?
For
That's a
me,
hard
it's
question.
all things Jack Skellington. I
Okay.
love Jack Skellington. So I know the last time we went, they had like a really cute Jack Skellington dessert. And I tend to be all about the food also. So it was like the perfect thing for me.
So I have not been to the Christmas party in 20 years, but I have been to other late night. Like I've been to did I say Halloween or did I say Christmas?
You said Christmas.
but
Jesus.
it's
Okay,
okay.
so cut that out. All right. So
It's mom brain. It's okay.
Yes, yes.
yes. So I have not been to the Halloween party in 20 years, but I have been to the Christmas party recently, and I am. I'm there for the snacks. I love the candy, and I mean Christmas as the cookies, but I remember as a kid I loved doing the trick or treating and getting the candies.
Mhm.
And I don't remember the full size candy bars, but maybe that's something new or I just don't remember, but I'm
I
totally
would say
down for that Christmas for that
I'm
Halloween.
I'm guessing your parents took the full size bars
I'm sure
out
they
to
did.
get you the
for sure. I mean, I feel like you have to bring an extra suitcase just to bring the candy back home,
Hmm. I do
and
remember
it's
that
so
part too.
fun. So the last one we went with a friend and her daughter, and they get back to the room and they empty all the candy on the bed and then they start trading. Because, if Carly doesn't
Yeah.
like Skittles and, and her friend does, and I'm like, what is going on? But they have a whole system and we come home with candy a lot. But such a good time for me. I'm the writer. I do like the trick or treating, but I'm like, Tron's only 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Let's go ride that. And I do love that they do the different overlays on rides. So like the Space Mountain, it is completely dark with the spooky sounds.
Yes.
I really like that about the party. It's the little things or the ghost. Why am I blanking on their names from Haunted Mansion
Oh,
that are
yeah, the
out and about?
hitchhiker.
The hitchhiking ghost. Yes,
Hitchhiker.
I'm like,
Yes,
I
it.
can
I'm
see
like,
them. Why am I blanking? The hitchhiking ghost. I love seeing them around. And one of my biggest things to maximize, we talk about maximizing our time, going in at 4, staying till midnight, is there's always 2 parades. There's like
Mhm.
parade, fireworks, parade, and they have the villain shows sprinkled in between at different times. So we always catch the last parade and then the last show, which typically starts at midnight. So
Mm.
as they're closing the party, that show starts and it's usually less crowded as well. And I really, really maximize my time and I don't feel stressed out fighting for a spot, on the parade route. Does that make
Nice.
sense?
yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. I mean, most of the younger kids, I mean, even though they are up later than they normally are, they're usually gone by the end of the night. They usually can't
Mhm.
handle it. So that's perfect. Like that's a perfect idea for either a family with older kids or a family with just adults, maybe an adult trip or something like
Mhm.
that. That's like a good
Yeah.
strategy.
And
Well,
Kim,
and
it's been a few
people
years
think
since
that this
I've been.
Halloween party is just for kids. You made a great point, Mallory. Adults go. Like I went with an all adult group. We did a
Mhm.
friends trip fall break 2 years ago and we closed that baby down.
That's great.
So,
Yeah.
but there's definitely all types of crowds there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, Kim, you
My
mentioned.
sister's a frequent one too, she goes to all the late night parties and she was just at the Halloween party last year and she dressed up and it was just her and her boyfriend and they had a great time. And
Nice.
they were like you, Kim, they were the ride people. So they're there for the rides and like they closed out the park. They got to experience all that. So really it is. It's a range of different people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
for
Kim, you
sure.
mentioned the parade. Haven't they changed the route, or at least for the Halloween party, it's a different route than it is for the regular parade?
Yeah, because now they're doing that the nighttime. I can't think. My brain is mush because I'm back in the classroom during the day. The nighttime parade of
Like
lights,
spectacular
like
or yeah.
yeah, the light spectacular. So now the last 2 years when I went, it was the same route, but they were not running that new parade yet. So I'm interested to see, this year how that's going. But unfortunately, I'm not
So it runs
scheduled to
the
go
same
this
route.
year.
It runs the same route as the
It
daytime parade?
it did. It did.
Okay.
Mhm. So now we're about self-care, taking care of ourselves, less stress. So we've talked about the day of, like what do we do that morning? We've talked about the party, a strategy there. What is our strategy the day after? Because we talked about staying out till midnight. Well, let's be real with Disney transportation, depending on if you're
Right.
a bus resort, it could be an hour before you get back to your resort. That's 1 a.m. By the time you
Mhm.
walk there, you get settled down, shower, wash face, whatever your routine is, you're talking 1, 2 a.m. So
Mhm.
where is your self-care staying out all day until 2 a.m.? What are you guys doing the next day?
Go ahead.
One. Okay, you want me to go first?
Yeah.
So I usually, for like late nights like that, I don't usually take a day off, which is an option that you can do. I usually do a late start to the park,
Mhm.
depending on where I go. Usually it's Epcot, honestly. Like I usually don't go to Epcot until the World Showcase opens up anyway, which is normally 11 o'clock. So it
Mhm.
gives us the morning to sleep in and take our time and be able to go somewhere else the next day. I mean, that may not be the most popular opinion because you're already up late, but that's usually what I do is I like to have like a late morning and then go to the next park the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, my body, even if I'm up until 2, I'm probably still gonna be up by 7. It's
Ugh.
but
Oof, rough.
so, yeah, so I'll be up and tooling around and trying to I sneak out of the room quietly and try to go scrounge up some coffee and, I'll walk around outside and just enjoy watching usually we stay at the boardwalk, so I'll enjoy watching the boardwalk come to life and people start moving around but then for me it's always nice to do that's the pool day because I think
Mhm.
people forget like what a good job Disney does having cast members that run games out at the pools.
Mm.
So, like at what, 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, something like that. They have some kind of, 30 minutes to an hour of games out at the pool. And that's awesome because I'll, have a little drinky drink and then sit down in the lounge chair and take a little nap. And,
Heck
everybody
yeah.
else is
Sounds like a one.
occupied. And I'm like, finally I could sleep.
Yes. Okay, Mallory, I have a question. You're our workout girl. After a late night event, an after hours event with Disney, do you always get up and work out?
I have not. Actually, I lied. Okay, no, I have. Not this past Agent Palooza. The Agent Palooza before, I didn't do a party, but I did do it was an extended evening hours for deluxe resorts. And I stayed until closing. It was like, I don't even know, 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. I went for a run the next morning. So I think it's just my routine that I end up
But that's
doing stuff like
yourself.
that.
Yeah, it's
It's
part of
my
your
self-care.
self-care. I'm all for it, because I'm sleeping in for sure.
Yeah. Not
I'm
always. I
definitely
don't always
more
do that.
I'm definitely more on Jen's wavelength with that. I am definitely sleeping in. I do not make reservations anywhere to eat. I get up and
Mhm.
go at my leisure. I usually eat breakfast at the resort. If, the mobile app is wonderful, I can mobile order from my phone. Or if the table service is available like 11, 12, I'll snag a reservation real quick, but it's at my leisure, you know? And then we definitely do a pool day after that, and most likely dinner
Mhm.
at Disney Springs or a type of reservation that I've just been dying to do, whether it's a character meal or a great restaurant that I've been wanting to do, then I'll do it that afternoon where I'm not rushing to and from a park. So I
Nice.
guess that's pretty easy for me to say because we've all been to Disney like tons of times. And so we know the things that we want to
Mhm.
do.
Right.
And we know the things that are fast too. We know how to navigate the system. But again, that's why you work with us, right? Like you work with an agent for that.
Mhm.
I definitely sleep is a major thing for me. I get very, very grumpy if I don't get my sleep. So my people know we're sleeping in the next day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, when you go to Epcot, Mallory, do you lightning lanes the day up? Or, what about Animal Kingdom? Has anybody, because the big argument debate now is Animal Kingdom, is it a half day park? So is that a park that you would sleep in and maybe go to later in the day?
No, I don't.
Mhm.
No, I don't think so because I am a first thing in the morning Animal Kingdom person because that park is so hot. No matter what time of day a year, it's hot. So
Mhm.
I tend to do that in the morning, but that's not a bad strategy if you're like okay with the heat because I do have clients that are like the hotter the better. I love going in like August or I love going in July and I'm like can't do that. But that wouldn't be a bad idea is to do like that afternoon, especially now that you're saying about the like after the half day debate is like a lot of people do what I do and they get there first thing in the morning and then they're leaving by lunchtime. So it's probably
Mhm.
less busier that at that time for you to be able to actually
Yeah.
get on the rides and do things. So
Yeah,
it's
but
not a bad strategy
if you are an animal person or your kids are an animal person, I always feel like the animals are more active.
in the
So you
morning.
get to see more animals in the morning, yeah, before it gets so hot because all the animals go and look for shade and try to cool off. So you don't get
Mhm.
to see as many animals if you wait until it's hot.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
No, and
100
I agree.
100%. I'm a early morning Animal Kingdom person too because of all those reasons.
Yeah.
I don't buy lightning lanes usually for Animal Kingdom. So I get in there early, ride those rides. We see the animals. You see way more on the safari early in the morning than you do in the afternoon.
Mhm.
So definitely, but it was just like, because that's a great debate right now, especially with, one half of Animal Kingdom being renovated. You've lost a few rides. And so everybody's like, oh, that's a half day park. You don't have to spend a whole day there. You can park up. Make that your lazy day.
Yeah.
Yes. No, my back to Epcot. So the reason why we do Epcot is not just because it's like it opens up later in the day, is our style for Epcot. We don't normally get lightning lanes there. It's normally a leisure day of like walking around the countries, going to see the aquarium, living with the land, all that. So we're not
Yeah.
really like moving around too much. I think I mentioned that my husband's not a ride guy, so going around the countries is easier when after a busy night we can just kind of like walk around and do stuff like
Mhm.
that. So
Yeah.
that's my style, but it all depends on how you do Disney.
Yeah. Now, do
Yes.
you like
But
the
that's
pizza window in Italy?
So I had that pizza window for the first time in January, and it was pretty good. I have
Yeah.
to say, I was surprised. Like it's never for some reason it's never open when I'm there, and I'm like skeptical.
Yeah.
But I was with my sister, and she's like, "We have to try it." I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
and do I have to know, did Ryan Joy influence your decision to get pizza?
No, you know what? No, I don't think that time around, but he does. I have like that in the back of my head. I'm like, all right, I have to get this pizza just for Ryan.
Right.
Right.
And
Ryan
I
said it
and
was
I
good.
have
So like
to
I have to try it.
yeah, and now I feel like I have to rate it. I have to judge
Yes,
the
on his eight
pizza.
Yeah.
point scale.
Yes.
Shout out to Ryan. He's another agent in our agency, and he rates pizza. So it's always in the back
Yeah.
of our minds now.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So that's awesome. Well, I love that we have a lot of the same style with the Halloween party, but we're a little different in each of our ways, which makes it great working with us. Like we all have a lot of the same, but we all are a little unique. So
Mhm.
I hope that you realize that Disney can be relaxing. A lot of people do not want to admit that, but it can. Take some rest days. Definitely schedule a rest day, a pool day. It will help you keep your sanity for sure. It is a must. And I love, not love, but it's kind of like when my clients come back and they did like 4-day park hopper, 4 days straight, and they come back and they're like, you were right. We should have had a rest day in the middle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so for next year, we're going to schedule that, right?
Make a note of that.
Yes. So noted. Well, okay. So now one of my favorite segments of the show, our final boarding call. So what's our final boarding call this week? Mallory, you want to go first?
Okay, yeah. So mine is not actually a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween like per se tip, but it's actually if you are not going to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween park that night, go to Magic Kingdom in the morning because the crowds tend to be a little bit less
Mm.
crowded if you're okay with not being able to see the nighttime shows. But if
Uh-huh.
you've been to Disney quite a few times and you're not visiting for Halloween party, I think I said Christmas again, but the Halloween party, then go in the morning because it tends to be a lot less busier. Lot
Yeah.
less busy.
That's a great tip.
Completely agree. All right, Jen, let's hear your final boarding call.
So I am digging into my converted compression bag. I'm going to try not to spill everything as I show you guys, but I have my little converted compression bag, and it has all these little pockets. And so this is my bag, my go bag that I bring all the time. And one of the things that I have in it, it's kind of a mix of make my life easier and first aid is what's all in here. So it goes with me everywhere. And one thing that I always have is these handy little, I know, the clothespins. So if I want to try to sleep late, then I'm putting the clothespins on the drapes to keep the sun out. If I'm, need to hang up wet bathing suits, I got something to pin the bathing suits. So that's my tip. Always have your grandmother's clothespins. She was right. You always need to have clothespins.
Smart.
That's so funny because, like, literally my grandmother had them on the clothesline.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Jen, you stole my thunder with your
No.
boarding call. So my boarding call was to make sure when you go to sleep after a long night, after hours event, make sure you do those darkening drapes,
Yes.
all the way. I do every curtain because the last thing you want is for that sun to hit you. So I'm going to throw another one on top of that for my final boarding call is make sure that you take that do not disturb sign and put it on that doorknob. That way,
Yep.
housekeeping's not coming around, giving you that knock, scaring you because you're in that deep sleep, and get that rest that you need to make your vacation enjoyable.
Love it.
So, yep, that's all we have for this week. So if you're planning a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, it's not just the party that you're planning for, it's the recovery, it's the strategy leading up to it, and we can help you with that. We can map all that out exactly to your style. So if you're interested in planning a Disney trip to see the Halloween party or the Christmas party, check out the links in our show notes, and we'll see you soon. Don't forget to pack your bags, not your baggage.
Bye, y'all.